Hi, I'm Britt. I'm going to be taking you through a top-down mobility series to help you build body awareness. It's also a great way to recover from your kettlebell classes. If at any point you feel like you want to spend more time on one area, hit that pause button and do some extra reps there. So we're going to start off with the neck. Find a comfortable stance that you can stand in for a period of time. We're going to go ahead and start to flex and extend the neck, meaning tuck your chin to your chest, and then slowly look up. We're taking these exercises nice and gentle, so no straining, no forcing. Just go to the range you feel a slight stretch. Steady breathing in and out through the nose. We're going to do 2 more reps here. One more. Good. Returning to center, we're going to start to look over the right shoulder, then look over the left. As we go through class today, I'd like you to tune into your body as best you can and just notice any sensations that come up. Notice any areas of tightness. And just generally try to be as present with everything you're feeling in your body as possible. Take some mental notes on any areas that you notice more sensation, or perhaps areas that you'd like to improve or increase your range of motion. Back to center, go ahead and slowly drop your right ear down to your right shoulder, and then up and over, left ear down to left shoulder. The drills we're doing in today's class are ones you can use at any time throughout your day. You could do them as soon as you wake up. It's a great way to wake up your entire body. Maybe work through any aches and pains that can sometimes come up when sleeping. Good. Let's do some circles. Tuck the chin into your chest. Slowly rotate your chin to your left shoulder. Drop your left ear, extending back and around. Right ear down. Chin to chest. Reverse direction. Chin to that right shoulder. Drop your right ear. Extending back and around. Left ear down, chin to chest. One more each direction. Nice and slow. Tune into any areas that might feel sensitive. Either go really slow through those areas or perhaps even decrease your range of motion in that area. We want pain-free range of motion. Good. Next, we're going to do some shoulder circles. So what you're going to do, keep your hands on your thighs. You're going to shrug your shoulders up, back, down, and then forward again. So we're moving those shoulder blades, getting some nice movement through the upper back and the shoulders. Again, often going slower is going to help us build more awareness of any sticky areas. So it's good to take our time and also allow us to build better control through the entire range of motion. When we speed through certain areas, we miss out on the opportunity to really gain better awareness and control there. Reverse, so now we're going to pull back, up, then we're going to shrug it forward and down. Nice big circles. And when you do go slow on some of these exercises, you may notice some shaking in certain areas. That's okay, nothing wrong with that. Might just be your body is not very used to the range of motion or aware of how to contract there. Good, one more. Good, now we're gonna go ahead and do some alternating circles. So you're gonna go one shoulder back, then the other. Still keeping the hands on the thighs. So we're isolating that movement mostly to the upper back and shoulders. This one feels really good. Good. Reverse direction. So same thing. We're just going forward now. Taking any mental notes. If there's a difference between right and left shoulders, we're all imbalanced, so it's not very strange if you have a difference, but it's good to notice. It's something you can work on if the difference gets too much. Okay, next up, we're going to do some internal external rotation of the shoulders. So you're going to make this goalpost and then you're just going to drop your fists down for internal rotation and then up and pull those fists back for external rotation. And again, going to the range of motion that's pain-free. So if you feel pain at any point, stop your range of motion just before that area. It is possible that, if you have a pre-existing injury, you need to be cautious, or it's possible your system isn't used to that range of motion, it's not sure what to do there, and it's best to ease towards it and not force through it. Now let's alternate. So one arm down, one arm up. Get a little bit of a ringing effect on those shoulders. You might be able to get a little more range this way. And again, maintaining nice steady breathing throughout. If you can, breathing in and out through your nose. It's going to send the message to your nervous system to stay calm and release. Next up, you're going to find a handcuff. So you can go palms apart or palms together, elbows bent, or arms straight, or any combination of those. Find the position that works for you. You're going to go ahead and retract or squeeze together your shoulder blades, and then you're going to pull them apart or protract. Just doing some reps here. Again, opening up the upper back and shoulders. Strengthening that upper back with the squeeze. You can always open up the palms or bend those elbows to give yourself a little more range of motion. Good, and go ahead and release. We're going to move towards our elbows and wrists. So for this next one, I'd like you to imagine that you're going to put your sunglasses on. So we're thinking palms up here, and then we're going to rotate over to put those sunglasses on, open them up. Good, now we're going to reverse it, so we're going to take them off. Okay, palms rotate over, take them off. Two more. Good, and release. Next, we're going to do some pronation and supination. So we're going to pronate, and then we're going to supinate. So we're rotating from the elbow here. So try not to let your arms come out. Try to keep those elbows into your side. So we really isolate that to the forearms. And again, take note of anything that you feel as you do this. For example, when I come out this way, I feel a little bit of tenderness on this side, not so much on this side. So it's just something to note. Good. Let's do two more. Opening up, coming back in. Last one, opening up, back in, release. We're going to take our palms together, interlace the fingers, keep those palms clasped, and you're just going to make some circles here. Start off slow, and then you can take it a little bit faster. And then reverse direction. Start off slow, working out any snap, crackle, and pop in those wrists, and then taking it a little bit faster. Good, and go ahead and release. We're going to move on to our spine. So for this next one, we're going to do a standing cat-cow. So you can think of rounding out the back, rounding out the shoulders, and then you're going to think of extending or arching the back. Okay, so similar to our cat here and to our cow here. I like to inhale here as I extend, and then exhale as I flex. Adding the neck and the head to it is going to make it more full spine, so we include the neck. One more. Good, release. Our next one, we're going to do a side bend. So on this one, again, find a comfortable stance, maybe about neutral. And we're going to take one hand down to my leg, and then I'm going to slide. I'm going to bring this other hand up, maybe even like tickle yourself, go all the way that high. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and slowly come down. Other side, don't forget to tickle yourself. And nice and slow coming through. Imagine that you're between two panes of glass, so you're not letting yourself rotate. So we're just getting that really big stretch on the side body. Let's go 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next one, we're going to do a crossover reach. So you're going to reach across with one arm, and you're going to pull this other arm back behind you. So you're getting that nice twisting effect. Okay, and then over to the other side. One arm reaches across, other arm pulls back. We'll do 10 here. That's 3, 4, 5. Take your time reaching out to that end range. Find that squeeze. 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10, and release. We'll move on to the hips and legs, making our way down. In your neutral square stance, we're going to do some tilts, so slight bend in the knees, hands to the hips, and you're going to go gentle and slow, 10 pelvic tilts. Now, as you do these, one thing that can be helpful to feel more activation in the muscles is as you lift up the back of your pelvis, pushing your fingers down into your, I like to kind of on the top of my butt, and that's going to allow me to actually feel that firing of the lower back a little bit more. As I tuck under, I'm going to think of pushing my fingers back into my hips, and that's going to allow me to activate those lower abs a little bit more. So that's another way that you can use the hands on the hips to make the pelvic tilt a little more effective. And again, it's a gentle push. So we want to think 10% effort in the low back muscles there, 10% effort in the lower abdominal muscles. Let's go 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1. Good, release. This next one, you're going to take a slightly wider stance. We're going to place our hands on our hips and do some nice wide hip circles. Feeling that stretch in the back of the legs as you sink the chest forward. And as you come around, really push out and get a stretch into those hips, pushing forward and pushing out to the other side. 2 more. 1 more. Reverse direction. Let's go 5 in this direction. 5. Take your time. 4. Notice any messages your body is sending you, any sensations that you're noticing here. 3. 2. And 1. Next up, in that neutral square position, we're going to do some knee bends. So keeping your heels down and keeping your hips over your knees as best you can. You're just going to drop down and bring those knees over the toes. And just go to the range of motion that feels comfortable for you. If there's any pain, reduce that range of motion or adjust your stance in a way that allows you to do it without pain. That's 4. We're going to go ahead and do 10. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Next, we're going to do some hamstring curls. So for this, you're going to lift up your back foot and you're going to pull your foot as close to your butt as you can, trying to keep your legs in line with one another. We're just going to hold there for a 2 count. You're going to bring it back down. So bring it up, squeeze your butt in, 1, 2, lower it back down. 3 more, lift it up, squeeze, 1, 2, lower it down. 2 more, 1, 2, lower it back down. Last one. 1, 2, lower back down. Switch it out to the other side. Squeeze, 1, 2, bring it down. 1, 2, that's 2. Lift up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 3. Lift up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 4. Last one, lift up, squeeze, 1, 2, and release. Great job. Next one. If you need something to hold on to for balance, feel free to grab a chair or the wall because we are going to be lifting and standing on one leg. So what you're going to do is you're going to lift up and you're going to make a circle from your knee. So with that lower leg, and notice my ankle is also circling. So we're actually getting some great rotation in the hips, in the knees, and in the ankles. So bang for your buck. This is a great one. Okay, we're just going to take about 5 reps. I think that's about 5. So let's reverse. Do 5. Nice and slow. 4, no rush. 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. If you feel rushed because of your balance, again, please grab hold of something. It's less about the balance and more about getting that full rotation. 1, 2, take your time. 3, you can even go slower than I'm going. 4, Listen to what your body's telling you. 5, reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Next one, take a look at my feet. What we're going to do is we're going to tap down the inside ball of the foot, and then we're going to tap down the outside of the foot. So we're working the ankles and feet here. So just notice any sensations. Notice if that's challenging for you. That's 3. We're going to do 10, tapping inside and out. 4, nice, slow, and gentle. 5, and try to get that rotation to come from your ankle. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the other side. Same thing. Tap the ball of the foot on the inside, and then tap the very outside edge of the pinky toe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Next one, we're going to strengthen up our shins and the top of the feet. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift up one at a time. Keep your legs as straight as you can. You're going to lift the ball of your foot off the ground, or really your entire foot, just keeping the heel touching. And then we're going to switch sides, and we're just going to hold that for like a 3 count. So go ahead and lift one leg. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2, 1. That's 1. We're going to do 10. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 6, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 7, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 8, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 9, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 10. Last thing we're going to do as we're finishing our top-down mobility is we're going to work on the toes. So for this, I'd like you to try lifting your big toe up. Okay, this can be quite challenging if you've never done it before. So if you haven't done it before, feel free to reach down, push your toes down, and see if you can lift your big toe by pushing all your little toes down. If it's still not happening, it's okay. Just try it. As you practice these, it'll get easier. Next one, keep your big toe down and lift your little toes. See if you can keep the big toe on the ground and lift those little toes up. Even if it's just a tiny bit. Okay, now lift all your toes and see if you can tap just your big toe down to the ground. Good, then the last one we're going to do, lift all your toes and see if you can piano key from your little toe all the way down to your big toe. Lift them back up, piano key it down. And some of them might all move together. That's okay, just do your best. If you notice, like my fingers are trying to help me out by doing it at the same time. Good, and go ahead and rest. Well, that's going to conclude our top-down mobility series. So I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to use this before, after a workout, or on your recovery days. See you soon.